Good morning, Sioux Trail family. We have so much going on this month. I'm so excited. It is Random Acts of Kindness Month, so I hope we see lots of kindness happening. We are going to celebrate that by Friday wearing our cool kindness shirts or love shirts or inspiration shirts to share our kindness with each other. So I'm kicking off I Love to Read Month with the book After the Fall by Dan Santat. He is part of the writers who are part of the Star of the North competition that you've been reading about in the Media Center. And now for our book. The book is After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being so close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Do you see a clue? Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time spent working on my plane and all the other things I had missed. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I decided I was going to climb that wall. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who is famous for falling. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. And learned how to fly. Life begins when you get back up. Thank you for listening to my story today. I love how he was persistent. He just kept trying and trying, and even though he failed, he still got up. How can you be persistent today and keep trying and trying even though we all make mistakes? There's so much to do during I Love to Read Month. We'll have more staff members reading books to you. We'll have the Richfield Read a Story Readers Theater Group. We have the hallway decorated as Reading is Sweet, where there'll be estimation jars that can guess how many numbers are in each one. On Friday, February 15th, you're going to dress up like your favorite character. The whole school will be reading The Chocolate Touch with their buddy rooms. And Mrs. Gail Mackey down in the cafeteria will have her famous Lucky Tray book giveaway this year. I am so excited for this month, and I hope you are too.